Hey y'all, so today I'm doing a Splatoon tier list for the weapons. And I am an expert in this area because I do have over 3,000 hours combined for Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. Haven't played Splatoon 1, but yeah, I think I am experienced enough to put my input on this. So we're going to jump straight into it. First, we got the what is the difference between these two? Okay, I do not know that. That is embarrassing, but these are both the rapid blasters, I believe. I honestly barely use this weapon. I probably played less than 200 battles with these weapons, which is very little compared to how many matches I've actually played. We'll put these are really useful for, tower control or something like that. Blasters in general. These will go in C tier. Both of these. Yeah, they have a better range than the regular blasters, which I do like. Usually, I prefer these over the blasters, but yeah. Now we got the Clash Blaster. I believe that's what it's called. I am bad with names, but yes, I believe this is the Clash Blaster. There's sometimes when you use the Clash Blaster in tower control, you get like a lot of kills. Not necessarily because you're good, but because you're using a Clash Blaster. I think these will probably have to go in C tier as well, though, just because it does have very short range, and yes, you can, shoot a lot at a time very quickly, but yeah, just the short range will really kill you if you're playing in like upper S rank or X rank. Next is the blaster, and blasters are gonna be at least B tier. I mean, blasters are kind of like the go-to. They're kind of the perfect balance between clash blasters and rapid blasters, with the medium range. And I find it really hard to actually kill, to actually splat with these weapons, because in general, I like to use something with multiple, projectiles, so like the end zap or something like that. So these will go in the B tier. Next, we got, what is this called? Luna Blaster. Luna Blasters are kind of similar to Clash Blasters, but I would say they're like the worst of all of the blasters because they are pretty slow. Yeah, so those are low C. Next, we've got the paintbrush, ink brush. These are really useful for the clam mode. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it was named. Clam control or whatever it's called. These are super useful to gather up clams and then quickly go up to the opponent's base and then have people super jump. This is super useful, but at the same time, if you're playing higher matches, higher ranks, this is not going to be useful. People are going to kill you instantly. So, but it is a really fun weapon to use in general. I'd say this is probably going to be above high C tier. It's going to be high C tier. Now next is paintbrush. Also going to be high C tier, but below ink brush because ink brush is just way faster. It's a lot harder for people to hit you with ink brush. So yeah. Now next we got this. Oh my gosh, I forgot what the name of this is. But yeah, this one you can basically charge this up faster than regular snipers. But it's not really as strong. This was named the Goo Tuber, I think. I haven't really used this honestly, so I'll have to put this in F tier just because there's so many better options for snipers. Bamboozler, I'd say is probably low B tier, just because you can get, if you put certain add-ons like I think main weapon power up or something like that. I forgot what the exact power up is because I barely use this Bamboozler. But yeah, if you have the right add-ons, this weapon can be very strong. It can easily go up to like high A tier or even S tier. Um, yeah, that's just my 2 cents, but I barely play this weapon in the first place. Next, we got the E-liter without the scope. So E-liter without the scope, obviously if you're really good at sniper, it doesn't really matter what sniper you play. But yeah, this has a lot of range. I'd say this is high B tier. We also got E-liter scope. Personally, I don't really like the scope version. But yes, that will be below the regular one. Now we got the splat charger. Splat charger is easily A tier. Splat charger with a scope is going to be below the regular one. But yeah, splat charger is kind of the go-to. It's the most balanced weapon, just like the blaster is between all of the other blasters. Next, we got this one. Wow. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called starts with the S, but I also haven't really used this. These are pretty useful to, I mean, people can kill really easily with these because it has a very fast charge up, but it does have the shorter range. It has an even shorter range than the Gootuber, I believe. So that will go in F tier as well, below that. Now this one is the custom dualies, I believe. Well, at least I used to really use the custom dualies a lot. You know, in the first 1,000 or so hours of Splatoon I played, this was pretty much my main weapon. I don't really use it anymore, but these are really useful, you know, for just in general dodging. Any dualies are really great for dodging. So these are going to go in A tier, above Splat Charger, but that's my bias. Honestly, this could be below. But yeah, I do have the bias, so that's going above. Now we have the Gluga dualies. Gluga dualies is F. Honestly, every time I play these, I always miss. You could be aiming straight at something, but it'll just go somewhere else. So yeah, that's F. Next, we got the Splat dualies. Splat dualies are above Gluga dualies because, you know, it actually hits where you aim, but it has just super abysmal range, same as these dualies as well. I do see these being used much more often than the splat dualies though, so also these as well. I think these are called the dark tetra dualies or something like that. Again, I don't really use dualies anymore, but I mean, I only really used to see them in the lower ranks. I don't really see them now in S or X ranks. But that's just what I've seen. Next, we got the carbon roller. Carbon roller also is pretty bad, honestly. You can get a lot of quick kills with this one, but it's just has very short range. And again, if you're playing in the upper tiers where people know what to do, this weapon is not going to help you at all. So that's going to have to go in FFF tier. Same with this. I believe this is the Dynamo roller. If used well, this can be very great, especially on certain maps with high vantage points that you can be hitting from, but I don't know, I've always found myself dying because of them. And this one is the Flingza roller. Flingza is above Dynamo just because it's quicker, but again, it's not super great. And this one's the Splat roller. Splat rollers are definitely better than carbon rollers because the speed is very similar, but this one just has farther range. Now I feel kind of bad for putting these all in FFF tier because I mean these could be F or C tier, but I want to make things balanced. So next is this katana. I don't use this weapon except in like Grisco or something like that. I think it's called like katana something, but yeah, these will have to go with F tier for me. Higher than rollers because they do typically have really good range. I've seen people make amazing kills with this weapon. Same with this one. I don't remember using this at all. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to go there. Next is the Splat umbrella, I think it's called. I also don't use umbrellas. But yeah, umbrellas are generally not that great. I'd say all umbrellas are generally like the lowest tier. If used in Clam Blitz, oh yeah, that's what it was called, Clam Blitz. It can be a great weapon in Clam Blitz, but it's just, yeah, in general, it's not a great weapon to use. Maybe in the right hands, but definitely not in my hands. This is the arrow spray, and I found that people have made a lot of kills with arrow spray if they can kind of like shoot and then go into the ink really fast, and they shoot and then go into the ink really fast, and then make it hard for you to like hit them. But other than that, I don't know how you could play this weapon well. This is honestly lower than umbrella. Okay, next we got this one. What is this called? Okay, I can't believe I don't actually remember what this is called because I use this all the time. But I have to say these go in S tier just because, you know, where you aim, you hit. And it's got decent range. So it's all around a good weapon, honestly. So, yeah. This one as well, I don't remember the name, even though I do use this quite a lot. This will have to go probably in low A tier. Yeah, actually, this will be in low B tier just because it's kind of hard to hit where you're aiming sometimes. That is especially true for the squeezer. I don't know if it's just me. Squeezer, when I aim at somewhere, like it just does not go where I want it to go. So that is just going in F tier. I don't think I've ever seen people play squeezer in like high ranks at all. Next is the 9-gallon, I believe it's called. 9-gallon as well doesn't really hit where you want to hit, but when it hits hard. So these are gonna be going just above here, just above this one, because it can be pretty strong. But yeah, it's kind of hard to hit your target actually. Next is the Jet Squelcher. Jet Squelcher is S tier. Is it S tier? Nah. I do get a lot of kills on tower control with Jet Squelcher just because it has such a long range, even though it doesn't shoot that much. But yeah, that has to go in low at A tier. Splatter Shot has better aim than these weapons. This will have to go here. Sploosh-O-Matic, probably high C tier. It's kind of the same as the Splatter Shot, but it shoots a lot more. But I think it has slightly shorter range. But yeah, I haven't, for some reason, I just don't really play this one. NZAP is pretty good. That's kind of the standard good weapon pick. Standard kind of pick to do if you're like a beginner or something. I'd say this is a possibly above. This would be above Splatter Shot. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this one is the Sploosh-O-Matic, right? This is way worse than this one. This will have to go F tier. Actually, this deserves FF tier. It's just literally shoots right in front of you and nothing else. Nozzle hose, I think it's called. This, I mean, that's easily even. I mean, that is better than an umbrella, I guess. But yeah, I feel like this is just like a meme weapon. It literally shoots like 3 or so pellets. I don't use this weapon at all. I don't know who can be great at that weapon. It's literally a handicap. Next is a Blobbler, or however you call it. This is easily S tier. I mean, it has really good, I don't know what it's called. It's like permanence or something. When you shoot it out, it kind of like lasts, and the shot kind of lasts there. Well, actually, it doesn't. I don't know, but I've gotten so many kills with this weapon. It kind of like lasts out there, you know. It's not like you shoot the pellets and they're gone, you know. The bubbles keep on rolling. And yeah, I get a lot of kills with this one. So that one's S tier. This one is the Tri-Slosher. Yeah, I don't see anybody playing this nowadays. Honestly, so I'd say these are above all of these, but a roller would definitely be a better pick than the slosher. Ooh, what was this called? Oh my gosh, I play this all the time, but I don't remember the name. This is easily S tier. I mean, you can reach over things and you can like um get you can get to places that you usually can't get to with other weapons. So this, oh yeah, I think it's called a sloshing machine. Yeah, I think this is definitely a S tier weapon. Uh, what is this one called? Dang. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting dementia or something. My memory's so bad. But this one is low A tier because the range is super far with this. But and you could also quickly slide to one side to actually hit a wide range, kind of like the tri slosher. Gotta get the same effect. Next is the Explosure. This one uses just way too much ink. I find myself just always running out of ink with this one, but it is very useful and just it's it's useful for kind of isolating people, and then if that person you hit with this has low ink, they're pretty much screwed. So that one, I'd say, yeah, I'd say this is above. Actually, no, this is below. Now we got the ballpoint splatling, I think it's called. This one's pretty useful, but I've never seen people use it nowadays. I don't know what's the deal with that, but I'd say this one is high C tier just because I don't really like the way it changes range midway when you charge it. Yeah, so next is the Hydra Splatling. Hydra Splatling is great, but again, it has a long charge time. Of course, you trade off the long charge time with the better strength, but it just makes you wait too long, and sometimes it's just not possible to wait that long. There's just better options. So this is gonna have to go in high C tier. This one is the mini splatling. Yeah, that one as well. This is way better than the other two in some aspects. Of course, it has a shorter range, but I feel like it's much more doable to use the mini splatling in higher ranks, or maybe I'm delusional. Next one, I think this is called the Nautilus. I think this is actually better than all of these, just because you can just the advantage of being able to go into the ink and save up your charge at the same time. That is like a huge plus. Now this is the default heavy splatling, and I'd say this is above all of these. Yeah, this all of those ones, but Hydra Splatling just has, if you're gonna go with the Splatling, you might as well go with the Hydra Splatling if you're not gonna go with the Nautilus, which is the best in my opinion. Now what is this called? Tri-stinger or something? I do not use these. When I play against people with tri-stingers, I don't really think they are worth it. They don't really kill usually much. Next is the Luna Blaster, or whatever you call it. I don't really use Luna Blasters in the first place, so yeah, those are going there. Now this is again this brush. I don't know what the difference was between these two because I don't really use these weapons. But yeah, that's going there. This weapon looked pretty cool in the trailer, but yeah, that's going in F. I've kind of used it a few times at the start when it was released, but I just found it to be useless. This one, dualies again are kind of they just have too short of a range. Oh, this is the carbon roller. I don't know. I don't remember what the difference between these two, the specials and stuff were. But yeah, oh yeah, this one is the big swig, I believe. I don't really use rollers, but I think that's what it is. Big swig is pretty OP, but it doesn't kill automatically when you hit someone with it, unlike the regular splat roller. So I think the splat roller is better. Just, yeah, it does have a little additional range, but it's not much of a big enough difference. So Now we got another arrow spray, I think it's called. I don't remember the difference between those two. Oh yeah, for these, I use this one the most. I forgot what the add-ons and stuff are, but yeah, these two are pretty good. And then we got this, goes there. And we're just gonna go through and match those, honestly. Oh boy, there's a lot down here, but honestly, all of these are kind of also the same-ish. Let's see here. What have I not? Oh yeah, I don't know what this is. The Dreadmaster, Dread something, Dread Ringer. I haven't used this at all actually, so I can't give my opinion on that. I have used this one. Honestly, this seems just like a worse version of those other two ones, so I don't use that. What else have I? What else is new on here? Oh yeah, this. I also barely used this. I think I used it maybe once. So I don't think I'm qualified to put that on the tier list. But yeah, that looks, about it all. All of the other ones are just like variations. So yeah, but that's my tier list. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.